a lot of individuality as producers out here, and it's hard to really get a brand that's self-sustaining, you know. So as a producer, it's important to have something that makes it you know what I'm saying, and not just a gimmick. Because if you listen to the interview, you understood that gimmicks are temporary situations most of the time. As everybody adapts to the gimmick, it becomes less and less. It becomes less and less wanted and more saturation. Okay, so remember that. Today, the key I'm happy I'm able to even do this right now because a lot of the producers, I heard all y'all beats and I maybe heard two simple beats, but the power in simplicity. Does anybody understand that at all? Does anybody understand the power of simplicity? So, in being simple and talking about simplicity, yeah, I gotta remember something like, listen, a melody. Okay, first of all, I'm a musician before I'm a producer. Okay, so me being a real musician, I understand that chord progressions and melodies, they allow you to express emotion. So emotion can be defined by progression. You understand? As y'all know, minor progressions, they most of the time they have a more emotional feeling to it, and major progressions have a kind of a carefree feeling to it. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. I'm gonna show y'all the difference. So this is gonna be both me making that beat and just a little way for me to show y'all, give y'all a little bit of game as far as music theory, but in a more comprehensible way. You know what I'm saying? And y'all understand without me having to be like, ain't flat, ain't minor, and all that goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So, the difference between a minor, okay. So for instance, right. So this is a minor chord, okay. So this is a minor A flat chord, and this is a minor A minor chord. So in the major version of that chord, I heard a difference, right? Right? So you hear it sounds way more happier, right? So y'all probably don't even know this if you don't practice the music theory, but most of the hip hop beats are minor progression based. So that way you'll get the dark feel and they allow the drums to fill out the rest of the emotion of the beat. I'm gonna show you how not only is simplicity easy, but you can do it in 8 bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really easy, y'all. Like, you can use 2 or 3 chords and really, like, those 2 or 3 chords can literally define the whole beat and get you a plaque. I'm telling you, like, it's very easy. So look, you start real simple. Let me see. Saw the pattern? All right, so check this out. Look, so this is a minor progression. What I did, I used literally 3 keys the entire beat. And I interchanged. What are you talking about? You lost your shit, man. You fucking hell, dude. It's talking about shit. Listen, excuse me, y'all. I got passion here with us. Look, man, I use 3 keys. A chord is defined by 3 keys, in case anybody didn't know. So when somebody says chord, they're talking about 3 congruent keys that are in the same measure and the same scale. So real easy. Easy as hell. I just used 3 chords. So look, check it out. I just used 3 chords, which are all variants of the E minor chord. So watch how fast it is. Like I said, simplicity. I'm using a real simple arrangement. Real simple stuff. You don't gotta use. Listen, sounds don't matter, okay? Because what's more powerful than the sound that you're hearing is the chord that you're doing with the sound. You understand that? So sounds do not matter. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, don't get caught up in the latest VST or none of that shit, because it really don't matter in reality. In reality, that's chasing whatever the current sound is. Instead of chasing sound, you should chase emotion, because it's gonna hold your demographic longer. So if you have a type of beat you always make that defines you, you sticking to that will help you with how your demographic more than chasing the sound that's current right now. So don't just feel like because you got a lot of guitar beats right now being used in the industry that you should just start making loop-based beats out of guitars and shit, you feel me? Because by the summer it's over, you feel me? So just remember that a gimmick is temporary, you feel me? But your actual style helps you retain your demographic. Demographic is the people that you appeal to with your beats, you feel me? Remember that, okay? That's light work, I'm still talking light. All right, so it's simple progression. 5 minutes to make the rest of the beat. And I'm gonna do, listen, I don't gotta do a whole bunch of crazy, listen, there is no tricks, okay? It's like, damn, how the fuck you get the hi-hat like that? How you get this like that? How the fuck you do that? Listen, gang, there is no trick. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, I approach every beat with the beat in my head. I'm sitting there having a whole conversation with y'all, but the beat been in my head since 45 minutes ago, you feel me? So, and you don't gotta use no, if you look what I'm doing right now, something simple as hell. I got my favorite drums loaded up in 3 VSTs that I'm barely even gonna use. Check it out. So look, y'all know about the Boominati sound. It's a really laid back, dark sound that revolves around basically making 2 beats inside of one. So here's another, this will help you define your style, because even though I'm one of the people who started it, I ain't gonna tell you not to do it because it's something fun to do. I just make a call it. So listen, you can easily, all right, so in order to make a beat, like think about this, look. If you use 2 different 808s in a beat, you just made 2 beats. You feel me? It's about the arrangement that differs on the impact on the beat itself. You feel me? And I'm going to show you the implementation of that right now. So I'm going to use one more drum, and then from that drum, I'm going to build the entire rest of the beat. Peep what I just told you. Yeah, peep what I just told you. Instruments, you feel me? But do you hear how the progression is impactful enough to where it sounds like a full beat? Simplicity, I'm trying to tell you. You don't got it. Listen, don't get caught up on these niggas getting lucky off of a vibe. Create a foundation that allow you to have a career for the rest of your life. You feel me? Because a vibe is temporary, I'm telling you. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, just listen to what I'm telling you, and I'm only telling you from experience. And I'd rather you learn it from experience, from the experience of someone else, than you have to actually go through it. You understand that? Feel me? no crazy hi-hat rolls. I'm not using any gimmicks to make this beat, you feel me? There ain't no trick to get you to like it. There ain't no special instrument that catch your ear. The whole beat in general, the progression will make you attracted to the beat because the progression gives you a really kind of dark vibe that you would associate with my brand, you feel me? So branding is not only important, but the sound that your brand represents, you feel me? So you have to understand, like, and it doesn't take a lot to discover you. You can implement your favorite part of being a producer into every beat, and that's your style. You feel me? If you're naturally a guitar person who loves guitars, put a guitar in every last one of your beats in some type of way, whether it be a bass line, a lead, a sub melody, hidden inside of it, a switch up, a bridge, you know what I'm saying? Like, any of that can help define your style as an individual, you feel me? So, if you see, I didn't even pull up nothing, you feel me? Like, I'm not using anything, it's not the sounds, it's the progression, like I said. Because I can be using the same sounds me and Young Chopper using in 2012 to make this beat, and it's gonna sound the exact same. You feel me? Because it's not the sounds that you're attracted to. You're attracted to the progression. So, in y'all spare time, try to learn about progressions, learn the impact on progression in the human mind, learn sonically what progressions actually represent. Okay? So, if you notice, I just basically did 2 beats in one with this, which is like a cool, like basically 2 different airways and a nice little switch up. And I encourage everybody in this room, just do that. If you want to create your other style, listen, the best way to get, like how I started making beats, like I didn't know this was a career, you feel me? I didn't understand that being a producer was a career in the world. I'm thinking this is my hobby, you know what I'm saying? So personally, while I'm in school and stuff in high school, I was sitting there learning how to use Fruit Loops, GarageBand, Pro Tools, everything I can learn that I felt like the professionals would use in the field I'm trying to get into, you feel me? That was the right way, but it was the wrong approach, you feel me? Because the correct approach was to find what defines me and to make that grow and turn that into a brand, you feel me? Even if you're inspired heavily by another producer, you can easily take whatever you feel like you're inspired the most of by that producer and apply it to your everyday life and your everyday creation. You feel me? Like I said, if you're in love with Southside hi-hats, find a type of hi-hat or a certain sound that represents the side of a hi-hat that can represent your brand. If you're in love with my melodies, find a type of melody that you like. You feel me? If you're in love with the piano, find out how to implement the piano in every type of beat that you do. If you're in love with kicks and drums, find out how to create different hops and different riffs inside of the drum patterns. You feel me? It's all about defining your sound and finding who you are within that sound. Because you don't define the sound defines you. So it's easy for someone else to adapt your sound. You feel me? You feel me? Innovation is a huge key. I discussed that topic inside of my producer my interview, and I hope y'all took it to heart. Innovation is simply means to take what already exists and to change it to make better. Okay? So it's a thin line between copying and innovation. You understand?
Yes,
you feel me? So, as a producer, focus on finding what makes you you. I'm not trying to say like a catchphrase now, but I live by this until it applied to my life to where I was financially free. One beat away from your life changing. I looked at my life like that every single day until eventually that one beat happened. You feel me? And I didn't even notice there was beats. I just worked making beats because you don't get caught up in what you're doing. Get caught up in where you're going. You feel me? Focus on the goal, don't focus on the way there. Don't focus on the obstacles that's in the middle of the way there. Focus on the actual goal. In order for me to get where I'm at, I sacrifice both my social life and my schooling life because I felt like this was the career for me. That was a personal decision. It takes a lot of personal decisions to become a man. What separates a man from a boy is responsibility, okay? Understand that? Bills are not only a part of responsibility, but discernment, which is knowing right from wrong, and common sense. Don't make any irrational decisions that can impede your future or stop the course that you're already going. You understand? As a producer, it's your job to carry the culture forward. And if you're copying shit, you're not carrying the culture forward. You're just hindering it. You understand? No type of music is meant to dominate. Music is such a large platform, and hip hop is such a dominant genre that there's so many sub-genres out of this style that you can create your own identity out of anything. You feel me? Like, let's remember, it's not about the sound. I'm trying to tell you, it's about the chords. Okay. Another thing I do, as you seen when I first opened this up, and it's just another tip for you producers. This is a cut down both the work time and the workflow. I pick my favorite drums and then leave it empty and then go to save as. You see right here, you can go to file, you can go to save as. You can save it in the same folder as your templates, wherever your templates are, and it'll automatically be a template. You understand?
Yeah.
So listen, that'll help your workflow as well as your overall sound selection, because now you have your favorite drums already allocated in the in the session, to where you just gotta add your VSTs to find the actual instruments you want.
I got a question.
What's up?
How do you save like your mastering presets or like mixing presets?
You can save any mixer. You can save. So this is what I do. What you do is you would have to actually save it inside of the actual. So when you open up your preset, you would edit it. Like, you can do this with any parameter too. Like, pretty easy. I just pick something random. Let's see. All right. So if I like something right here, see right there. Save preset as. As soon as you change whatever this is, you go to save preset as, and it'll become available to bank to that preset on it. And you can just go back and choose whatever your favorite parameters were. So that's anything, any VST inside of Fruit Loops, you can easily do that. And this is the other thing I was teaching people. After you get done making your beat, you pull up the Fruit Loops. This is for people using Fruit Loops. Pull up your parametric EQ too. You change this very last one right now that I'm moving on the screen. You move it down to control the overall master volume to where your beat will be clipping. This will help every producer here that I heard play beats. Every producer I heard play beats so far had a mastering and limiting issue. But I don't call it an issue because it's all a part of the growth process, you understand? It's just something you don't know yet, you know? So, anytime you make a beat, you can easily go into it, make your entire beat, and then at the end, go into your parametric EQ and change the last notch to the very left down field into control. See, it's not clipping anymore. If you see right here, it isn't clipping, right? Yeah. If you see in the master strip, it isn't clipping. Feel me? Y'all see the difference? Yeah. Exactly. You feel me? This is for every producer that played the beat today. In your parametric EQ, if you're using Fruit Loops, you can use a parametric EQ as a natural limiter. You understand that? Okay. Instead of a software limiter that has actual restrictions, you can use it. Every VST and plugin has multiple ways to use it. There's no one way to use something. It's all about using it to fit whatever you're doing and use it for. Whatever that tool is, there's multiple ways to use it. And this is just another way to use the parametric EQ to kind of get a control of the sound of your beats. So that way, you go from beat to beat, they don't sound crazy as hell. One loud as hell, one low as hell. This allows you to level all your beats. You can find your favorite dB, and if you look in the corner right here, you'll see as I move this lever, it changes to whatever dB it is. You can find your favorite dB. It'll be just as crisp, just as loud without the intensity. You understand? So that's for everybody in here uses FL Studio. That parametric EQ can help you do that. So, this dropped all knowledge for y'all, you feel me? This is everyday knowledge that y'all can use and apply to y'all beats every day, you understand? Instead of just trying to make a beat for y'all and just to prove I can make beats, everybody already know what the work capability is. How about I give you tools that you can use and implement in your everyday creation process, you understand? Those three tools can be the difference between a platinum selling producer and a producer selling beats on YouTube. You feel me? So, all I did, you see before I was making that beat, you can hear me talking over the beat. When I applied the parametric EQ, I automatically opened up the blank, opened up the empty space that the 808 was taking up. Okay? Because all I did was really control the bass on it. But it's like a natural limiter because most of the time your kick and your bass is what's taking up the majority of space in your beat. You feel me? So this is just, like I said, another tool, man. So I'm really thankful for y'all coming out, man.